movie Oppenheimer hits movie theaters tomorrow, Friday, and there are references to a certain secret city. While his time in Oak Ridge was brief, it's still remembered by those who share its history. In a place known for keeping secrets, historians in Oak Ridge are now sharing all they know about the town's role in history.
Robert Oppenheimer is who General Groves chose to lead the design effort for the atomic bomb. Of course, Oak Ridge was here, chosen first by Groves as the production site. Hanford, Washington was chosen to produce the plutonium. Oak Ridge produced the uranium.
Known as the father of the atomic bomb, J. Robert Oppenheimer, a renowned physicist, led the Manhattan Project. That included stops in East Tennessee.
Of course, he stayed under an alias. He didn't use his real name. After the war, I guess, he was free to do that. But when he was here in the early 40s, he didn't, 44, 45, he would not have stayed under his real name.
For Oak Ridge historian Ray Smith and history specialist Mike Stallo, Oppenheimer's time in Oak Ridge was noteworthy, if brief.
Oppenheimer's time here is pretty sparse. His brother Frank lived here and worked at Y-12. On the Calutrons, he was a sort of a QA guy. He helped him assemble the Calutrons.
He was a chain smoker, but he did have a presence, and he was a very intelligent individual, and he evidently didn't mind telling you if he knew more about something than you did.
Oppenheimer came to East Tennessee during World War II to visit his brother and to oversee the Manhattan Project. While here, he stayed at the guest house, which became the Alexander Inn. Now, it's the Alexander Guest House for senior living.
This photograph that's on the side of the mantel there now, it was made by Ed Westcott, and it's made of Robert Oppenheimer, and he's sitting right here by this fireplace. So in its restoration, they preserved the fireplace.
After the war, Oppenheimer ended up opposing development of the hydrogen bomb, a new technology that critics worried posed too great a danger to mankind. Experts estimated one H-bomb could kill 1,000 times more people than the atomic bomb.
Something that a lot of people aren't aware of is that the workers here were very supportive of him. 169 people signed a petition protesting his security clearance being pulled.
The film will introduce the world to Oppenheimer, his brilliance and downfall. But to those who keep the story of the secret city going, it's a chance to introduce them to a man who worked tirelessly for his country.
I think what Oppenheimer did for the United States is admirable. The way he was mistreated is not.